Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 apartment renovation. So today's video is a little bit different because we're actually going to be building with some custom content. Now, if you've been on the channel since the time I started my channel, so if you've been on the channel for a couple of years, you know that I do sometimes build with custom content. I don't always post the builds that I do, but when I play the game for myself, I do usually play with custom content. I will sometimes build stuff and then share pictures of it over on Twitter. But a lot of the times I don't post the videos that I record when I build with CC. But this one is actually a special build because this build is actually kind of based around the new living room. I think it's called living room for a cozy family, I think is the exact name. But basically, it's a really cozy, amazing looking living room set that Ocean Sims and SixamCC actually collabed on. And I will obviously leave a link to this custom content set down below in the description. Definitely go ahead, check it out. It's currently up for early access on Sixam's Patreon. But I do believe it goes public on, I think it's May 8th. Or something like that. Either way, I will have the exact date when it goes public in the description down below. But I do know that quite a lot of people that build with custom content, they probably are already aware of who Sixam is, and they're already probably part of his Patreon because he does some incredible custom content. But yeah, so basically this whole apartment is based around that CC pack. Now, Ocean, if you guys haven't heard me talk about Ocean before, I think I have in a couple of videos, but Ocean is actually one of my favorite YouTubers. She's also a friend and she's just an all-around absolutely incredible person. In my head, Ocean is the epitome of cozy, chill, relaxed vibes. So basically that's kind of, I guess, the inspiration for this apartment as well. So I did base this entire apartment off of this incredible living room set that I'm actually working with right now. You'll see me go through a couple of swatches and try out a couple of different color schemes, but overall this entire apartment's color scheme was kind of based on this rug that's actually part of the cozy living room set. So all of the couches in the living room, that armchair, the rug, the coffee table, the TV stand, the plant, the lamp, even that little small vase of flowers on the coffee table, as well as that little basket with the blankets and stuff, and that big pillow that I placed on the floor. That's actually a dog bed. It's actually a fully functional dog bed that came with that pack. There's also a little smaller dog, pet bed pillow that I do place in the living room later on as well. And yeah, there's even a couple of toddler or infant play blocks in this. There's the little dog food bowl that I can't remember if I've already placed it down, but I do place it down in the hallway. There's so much in this CC pack, and there's kind of something for everyone. So there's obviously, the couch set, and there's also a matching armchair for the couches. But I actually ended up using the other armchair in the pack. There's 3 armchairs. There's that one that I ended up using with the blanket on it. Then there's one exactly like that, but without the blanket. And then there's an armchair that perfectly matches the style of the couches. Now, I did use that armchair in the bedroom, I think. So, yeah, I do use that one there. And then, yeah, there's toddler or infant blocks. There's, pet stuff. There's just so much. And there's also quite a few, really nice decorations, that big potted plant, the little vase of flowers, a couple of those books that I have on, below the TV. This one set of picture frames that I use in the living room. I don't think you can see it right now, but I end up using it above the piano in the little hallway area, and then also above the parents' bedroom, above the parents' bed in their bedroom. I also use those paintings, which you'll see later on. And then also, obviously, this rug that comes in a bunch of different swatches. I love the vibe of this pack. I love that all of the colors are a little bit more muted. There are a couple of brighter colors. There's some oranges, greens, blues. But overall, even like the orange swatches, they're a little bit more muted. They're very like calming, and I love them. This is kind of what I have when I think of like my dream apartment, if I'm being honest. Like, this is definitely very close to like my perfect dream apartment. You know, probably I would probably just have a big like office instead of a nursery, but you know, that's just me. But yeah, so I wanted this whole apartment to be very warm, very cozy, very like, you know, a little bit out of my comfort zone. Usually I don't go for dark wallpapers, but you'll see later on that I do switch out all of this light wallpaper, or like light paint that I have in every room. I switch all of them out for like dark purples, dark browns, you know, just dark greens as well. Even the infant's bedroom that I end up doing, the little nursery, even that has a much more muted, and I guess, I don't know, I love this apartment. As you can tell, I'm stumbling over my words a little bit, but yeah, I love how this turned out. Now, obviously, I am building this based on this cozy living room pack from Sixam and Ocean, which, like I already said, will be linked in the description. But I'm also using a couple of other custom content items, like this piano, for example, the kitchen set that I ended up using in the kitchen, and a few other things. But all of the like big furniture CC items are from myshunosun. So from myshunosun, I actually ended up using the Freya nursery set, the Sol kitchen set, Zephyr office set, Simify part 2 sets. And yeah, I think those are the only things by myshunosun that I ended up using. And then I also used a couple of like infant, I guess, CC items that recently came out. So someone actually went and they converted like a couple of the cribs from The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. So they converted some of those cribs and changing tables into The Sims 4, which is actually the ones that I end up using in the nursery later on. I know someone also like made a couple of like playmat recolors for infants, which I also ended up using. And I think there's also like one CC wallpaper in this that I ended up using as an accent wall in the infant's bedroom. But I will have all of those things listed down below because, yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly what is from which creator. Obviously, I know what Sixam made and I know what myshunosun made. But all of the other like infant items, I don't know exactly who the creators are. But I will have a full CC list in the description, and I'll also put it up on my Tumblr as well. So I'll upload the build to my Tumblr with, you know, like speed build link, and then also the CC list underneath that. And then I will also have the tray files going up for channel members. But those tray files will not include the custom content. So this build, if you want to download it, it is up on the gallery. Fair warning though, a lot of this build is custom content, but you know, this whole basically the whole like dining room area, apart from like the rug and the like standing lamp and a couple of like the clutter items, all of that stuff is actually in the game. A lot of the like growing together items actually worked really well with the style that I was going for this apartment. But yeah, so there is a lot of custom content in this because that was the whole idea. But it is up on the gallery if you want to download it. If you want to see it though, you'll have to like enable the with CC tag on the gallery. And then also, obviously, the custom content that I used won't come with the download. So you'll need to go to all of the links in my description or on the Tumblr post and download all of the CC first, put it in your game, and then download the apartment and place down the apartment. If you do it in that order, then, you know, if you place down the apartment with all of the CC already in your game, then it should, you know, place down exactly the way I have it. So you won't have to go and like replace all of the custom content items, you know, yourself. It will just download it perfectly fine. But if you place down the apartment first and it deletes all of the CC, because obviously if you don't have it in your game, it's not going to place, and you then like download the CC afterwards, then you'll either have to replace the apartment completely from the gallery, or you'll have to go in and place everything yourself manually, which is very time consuming and I would not recommend. So yeah, just, get all of the CC first and then download the apartment if you want to play in it. But I will upload tray files for channel members as I usually do. They'll go up on the community tab, and then in 3 weeks time they'll actually be public. So once they're public, I always post them in the community tab for everyone. And I've also started posting them on my Tumblr as well, because I am slowly starting to post all of my builds to my Builds Tumblr, where I have like links to the speed build and to the tray files as well. So that's actually really handy, because in the community tab you can't really sort like posts. So if I shared the tray files for a build like 5 months ago, if you want to go and get those tray files, you would have to scroll back so far. So basically I'm slowly starting to add all of those links to my Tumblr in their own dedicated posts, so it should be easier to find. But yeah, once the tray files are public, I will obviously add the link to my Tumblr, and then yeah, you can download the tray files that way if you don't want to bother with like finding the build on the gallery, because I know the gallery can be very picky and very like glitchy most of the time. So yeah, that is why I upload my tray files. But like I said, I will not be including the custom content in the tray files, just because it is against the majority of CC creators' terms of use. So yeah, I will not be uploading the CC with it. You will still have to download the CC separately if you want the apartment to look exactly the way I have it. So yeah, that's just a little heads up. But yeah, as you can see, we are working on the bathroom. The bathroom is mostly just, growing together items, and then I also use those same counters that I used in the kitchen. We also have a little laundry room as well, where I actually ended up putting a cat litter box, because I figured that the family that lives here would probably have a cat, or maybe they have a cat and a dog. Either way, I do have a bunch of different beds around the apartment. So I do have that big pet bed in the living room, as well as a smaller pet bed. So maybe they have like a big dog and a small cat. So yeah, we have that. We have the cat litter box. And then outside on the balcony, I will actually be placing down a cat tree as well. So you have everything that you need for cats or like dogs or whatever you want to have. But yeah, so we're currently working on the main bedroom for the parents. And I did put in a desk in their bedroom as well as that like armchair that matches the living room set. And then the only other bedroom is actually going to be for an infant, which I also decorate later on. And yeah, honestly, like I said earlier, this is probably one of my favorite apartments that I've ever done. I've done quite a few CC apartments, because usually when I do like CC videos, I usually tend to post more apartments, because for some reason when I build with custom content, it always takes me so much longer than it would if I was just, building with game items. Probably because CC creators always spoil us for choice. Like, we have like a lot of CC creators, their items will have so many different swatches. They separate out items a lot more than Maxis does as well. So clutter items, they'll like give us all of the separate clutter items. It won't be tied to like one big item, for example, and stuff like that. Even for things like windows and doors, CC windows and doors, Maxis obviously, they try and give us a fairly balanced set with packs that have them. But CC creators, they will give us so many different options for windows and doors, and just full sets that have like, honestly, hundreds of items. So whenever I do a CC build, if I'm not like very restricting myself a lot with the like amount of CC that I use, like with this apartment, for example, I'm only using that living room pack, only using those 3 or 4 different packs by myshunosun, and then 1 or 2 different creators like infant items. So it's not that much CC if you think about it, because usually if I build with all of my custom content, just build CC, my CC folder, I think my build custom content folder is almost 20 gigs worth of CC. There's so much. There's literally thousands and thousands of folders. So if I do a CC build, it takes me forever. Even a smaller home can take me 2 or 3 times longer than it would have taken me to do it without custom content. So a lot of the times, whenever I feel the urge to do a CC build, I'll do it as an apartment, because that way I don't have to worry about, you know, the whole exterior of a house. I don't have to worry about windows and doors and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. I can kind of just focus on decorating. And even then, I will try and focus on smaller apartments. I won't do like the big, like up-down apartments, or, you know, the 3-story apartment or anything like that. I'll try and focus on smaller ones. But yeah, I do have a whole playlist of all of my CC builds from, like, you know, way back when as well, which I will leave linked in case you want to check it out. But yeah, so this apartment is in the 19 Culpepper House as well, in case you guys didn't know or couldn't tell. Obviously, I always have that information, you know, like the lot name, the, you know, or like apartment name, the amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, price, all of that stuff. I always have that listed in the description, as well as my gallery ID and everything like that as well, in case you want to download any of my builds. But yeah, so we're building in the Spice District. It ended up being around 78-ish thousand simoleons, so it's not budget restricted or pack restricted or, you know, anything like that. Basically, I just wanted to go in and have fun with custom content, and it was actually very therapeutic to me. It was very nice and calming, and I guess just something that I needed. I needed to step away from doing growing together builds and like big family builds and stuff for just, you know, just a while. I really needed it last weekend, which is actually when I built this. So yeah, hope you guys like how it turned out. And also another thing, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I am using a new reshade preset. In case you couldn't tell, I'm definitely not using my normal preset. Usually I use Nixel's Boho Dreams preset that I tweak a little bit to add more MXAO and stuff like that. But today, for this video, and yeah, for this video, I'm actually using the light preset by Bojana Sims, which I will again leave linked in the description in case you want to go ahead and download it. It is made with the newest version of Reshade though, so I think it's version 5.7 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I will leave that linked down below in the description in case you want to go and check it out. Bojana Sims is another amazing builder, and I love this preset so much. I've been playing with it in my game for a couple of days. Obviously, a lot of the builds that you guys will still be seeing will be with my old preset, because I have those builds like pre-recorded before I switched presets. But personally, I've been playing with this preset for a few days now, and I absolutely adore it. It makes my game look so much different, but I love it. So let me know what you guys think. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, I hope you're all having a great Wednesday and a great week so far. And like I said, all of the links to the CC and downloads and stuff are in the description. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you on my very next video. Bye everyone.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. The two of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave seconds ahead.